EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Getting set now for first round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is always a pressure-packed environment.
It is, but also a chance to see the raw talent that'll be on display for many a year. And at this tender stage, these players are powerful, talented, and often brilliant.
Great strike and a great result. Setting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. So they get it to 2 under with that birdie. Did some good golf early on. Let's get you caught up as we go out to the 7th hole. Our featured golfer, Frank, featured for a reason, playing excellent golf.
Yeah, the scorecard shows that, and really, in some respects, has not got the best out of it yet, but enough holes ahead to change that.
Just a solid shot here at number 7, right where you want to be. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
No damage done. Made the par. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3. Just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute, there's that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s of TPC Sawgrass. The green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the 9th. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You missed the green on the left, that bunker there. Very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the 2 little pot bunkers on the right side.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Looks like par may not be good enough to get the job done here.
Big change in the top of the leaderboard. Get another birdie, so pushes him back to second.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Second shot now at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right. So that makes it a little bit more difficult than what mind's eye first sees.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
The short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Nice par to remain 3 under. That's the end of round 1, and we saw a lot of good golf out there today, Frank.
And it was a bonus to anyone that got off to a good start today.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third.
Birdie try up next. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
He'll take par and move on. 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pot bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. A bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now. Even par currently.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rick, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further on your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. You have to allow for that. And keep that club moving. That grass is going to that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that 3-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, this is all about plotting your way around. Now the third shot at the ninth.
Yeah, there's a reward for a precise short iron shot in here. Depends on the right or the left. Precision pays off.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
Yet another birdie and yet another tie at the top of the leaderboard.
Now on to one of the most exciting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass, the stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people straight here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker through the trees and still finding the putting surface. And speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Now to the 11th, par 5.
Good tee shot, and then you certainly think about hitting a hybrid or a lofted fairway wood into this green that's really narrow, one of the narrowest on the golf course. There's a little pot bunker left of this green when you go for 2 that often swallows up that second shot if it's a little bit too conservative. But there's a lake there. Seen more than one ball splash in the pond over the years. Second shot.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star from this group, someone along the lines of a Keegan Bradley?
Well, the golfer I'm watching right now, really, Rich, is considered a prodigy at the age of 2, and a lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for this player to come out, and I'm being one of those. Very impressed. The golf swing is excellent, touch, even the competitive skill.
That is some good work right there. Birdie, one shot closer to the lead. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5. No shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
That's in the fairway. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Now has a tie for the lead with that birdie.
Pep in the stride.
Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag. That's an absolute beauty.
This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front. So a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
It can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
And he makes it for par. And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run the 15?
I would sprint.
Frank, it may be obvious. You'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
Web.com Tour Championship, 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and this is a chance to pinpoint some of the stars of tomorrow. Guys like Tony Finau, and then there's Adam Hadwin from Canada, and there are a few others, Frank, that I know you're really impressed with.
Well, this is really where the talent's coming from, Rich. Over 400 wins on the PGA Tour have come from people that have graduated from the Web.com series, and really what we're seeing now is people from all sorts of different countries as well. And what I'm surprised about is the youth of these players. A lot of these players aren't even 21 years of age. They could still be in college. But they're so close to actually, they're on the precipice of joining golf's greatest stage.
I know you're talking about a player like Justin Thomas who comes out of Alabama, or maybe Carlos Ortiz of Mexico. These guys can really go. A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway.
We talk so much about players' futures. We look at this shot coming up. This man being talked about for many a year. Prodigy, perhaps. But he's looked today. I'm starting to be a believer. There surely must be a talent for the future. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard record because if you spin your drive left, the drop back, perhaps on the ladies' tee, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. You try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So a good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast finish.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today.
That not going.
That was not a very good read right there. And getting ready for the putt. Solid par. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on this green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for 11.
Just a case of the hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. Well read.
If you're wondering, I know you are, because we're at the 17th. 44 balls in the water here in 2013, 28 in 2014.
That's when the wind laid down, Rich. If the wind gets up, that number will escalate.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Well, Frank, you want to finish it off in style. The approach here to the final hole.
You'd take anything that lands in the middle of this green. Mind you, Hal Sutton, be the right club. Hard to forget that. Even Adam Scott, remember his first big championship win all those years ago. 3-iron from the middle of the fairway, wet, still managed to make 5, which was enough to win. But such a daunting second shot.
To win the Web.com Tour Championship. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par.
Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing. That was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.